All right, cruising the land here, and in this video I want to share with you lighting at nighttime. So when you're overland and rock crawling, camping, you want good lighting. So this was my setup up until recently where I got this. So I wanted to compare the two. This is the Silent Night. I saw it at KOH in Johnson Valley 2 years ago, and I was like, that light is awesome. 2,000 lumens. And then Devos, I recently discovered, and this is also 2,000 lumens. It's their latest Light Ranger 2000. So I wanted to share that with you. And I'm going to do it in my driveway because I have been using this recently because people have come up here to pick up roof racks for their Land Cruisers or drawers because I work with Rugged Bound, big country 4x4. If you don't know what that is, it's the best drawers and roof racks in the business. I had one in here, but a guy needed it real quick. So I've got a replacement on order, and I gave him my brand new drawer system out of my rig. So check it out. I'll put a link in my description or at the end of this video. Action track boards. Actually have this all out because someone's coming to pick up a set, and I'm getting a set ready to ship tomorrow. That's these guys, the boards, and that's with yellow zinc. So since I was getting it ready, I was like, you know what, I'll share my lighting, and let me share with you the drawers. So when someone picks up at night, this is a 80 series roof rack. So we got them for 80, 100, 200, you name it, solidly welded, best roof racks out there. None of this like bolt together. That's why it ships in a big piece. So someone picks it up, you know, at nighttime, and this is a drawer right here. So these are huge drawers, as you can see. So someone picks up at night. Oh yeah, if you want action tracks, plenty there, and Zarga's cases. But when, you know, you pick up at nighttime, we need to be able to bungee, you know, strap this down, ratchet strap it, get it all secured properly onto someone's vehicle. Hence, we need the lighting. So let me get both of these lights set up. They both have telescopic poles, you know, so you can get your light up nice and high, just like a street light, right? So when you have lights that are low, the reason why street lights aren't low, because it would blind the oncoming traffic or people driving. They're up high to light the roadway. So let me get them set up, and I think pretty soon our sun is gonna go down and it'll be dark enough to show you the difference of these different lights. All right, let me get it set up now. Okay, right off the bat, before darkness falls upon us, you can see they're both tripod. Devos is got their own, where Silent Night is supplying you with a flashpoint tripod. I think this is going to go higher. We'll see in a second. And this is what the light looks like up close. So you can see the LEDs here on 4 sides. And same thing on this one, LED on 4 sides. Now, if you're seeing something that's pretty obvious, let me bring this one down. The one thing I don't like about this, and had me kind of freaked out because I had it in at KOH Johnson Valley, is this is metal. These are sharp edges, right? And I did have someone come and step, you know, because you're at a campsite, people are drinking, fireplaces going, or the fire's going, barbecuing. Someone came and stepped on this and totally bent one of the arms on the tripod. So I have since stretched it back out. I had to squeeze it to open up the channel, and I put a metal rod. So if that happens to you, because it's just bound to happen, if someone steps on it, that's what's going to happen. With this one, they do flare out to different levels versus this, as you can see, has, you know, where it opens up like an accordion. This one, I kind of like the build of that, because maybe if someone steps on it, it just folds down, protects the arm. But if this was to fall down, it's just going to give you a nice little bonk on the head, right? Might leave a bruise, a bump. This, I think, is going to do more than just a bump or a bruise. This is going to enter your skull a little bit. So that's the one thing of this heavy duty build that has me concerned, you know, and that's your LEDs. That's going to be one light, white. This gives you basically a red, a yellow, orange, and a white light. So let's see how high they go before it gets any darker. As you can see, it's getting progressively darker here. But that was my one thing, you know, always be careful with the way the tripod is. And also, you know, if something comes falling down on your campsite, it's falling hopefully where no one's standing, but if someone's standing there, this is going to hurt. This is going to do major damage. That's my one reservation on this one. Okay, and also just to share with you, this has a battery packed, you know, inside, so it's going to light up based on its own power. This, you have to plug it in. There's multiple ways to plug it in. You can put it to a battery. You can put it to a, you know, a portable power through here, and or your car through the cigarette lighter as well. Or lastly, you can put like a battery pack up top, you know, a 6.0, and it plugs in. That's how I had it at King of Hammers. All right, let me extend these to the highest point that they go. All right, you ready? The Devos is going about 9 feet, and that looks like it's going about 15 feet. So super high. Both 2,000 lumens, so I'm assuming I've had this at a campsite. It lights up a major square footage, but that's a lot higher. So again, if that comes tumbling down, that's metal with sharp edges. That's blunt force right there. So that's the height difference. I'm gonna step further away. My two assistants, again, sleeping on the job. But that's your height difference between those two, you know, and those are lifted trucks. So that's pretty high up there. All right, it's getting darker. We're gonna be able to see it soon. My other two lights are Phoenix. I've got a bunch of different Phoenix lights. Their spotlights are phenomenal. But this is their camping lights. So this is maybe to put this at 500 lumens and you have different settings. This lasts like 45 days at one of their lowest settings. At the high setting, it's going to be less. Same thing. This lasts a super long time. So these guys, you know, all rechargeable. That's why you want to bring something like that on your campsite so you can recharge all your lighting. But what's cool about this one is you just put it wherever you want. Magnetic, put it on my vehicle, and it also has yellow. It's 2,000 lumens. It's just as much. The problem is, how do you get that light up there? You don't. So this is a lower camp light that's going to be shining sideways at you. You know, yeah, I can point that down, but I can't get it up super high like I can my Devos or my Silent Night. So, but pretty cool. This one, I mean, let's just see what the lighting is giving us right now. Turn it on. There we go. So that's pretty damn bright. So you can see the shadow of my truck. Like this thing is bright. It's 2,000. It's just like this, which was at all KOHs. They were using them on like the makeshift street corners. So pretty cool. And you can dim it down, so it doesn't have to be bright like that, and you can also play with the yellow, right? So you can make it more of a warm light than a white light, just with some dials here on the side, and there we go. And for the brightness, so there it is as white. This retails for 99 bucks, and this 500 lumen is 79 bucks. So not bad if you just want something in your rooftop tent inside, because you're not going to be bringing that inside your rooftop tent. The other cool things as we're waiting for it to get darker with the Devos, you can also get its own little either 20 or 30 watt solar panel. It's going to take a good part of the day to power it up. But again, that holds charge. That needs to be plugged in to DC power. And you also can get a motion detector. So if you have this outside your rooftop tent and you want to know if a bear or there's some movement, some activity, it's got a motion detector option for it as well. So pretty cool. And there's that light lit up. All right, let's wait for the darkness now. All right, it's not fully dark yet, but I think it's dark enough to share this one that would be, you know, inside your rig. So this is the Phoenix camp lantern. So that's low, brighter, brighter, and that's going to be your 500 lumens, which means this is lighting it up pretty nicely because that's with it off. And with a Samsung that's good filming in low light, it's actually darker than what it appears, the way the aperture works on this camera. But there is, oh yeah, it remembers where you're at. Okay, so low, medium, 3/4, and bright. I think that's pretty darn good for 79 bucks. So that's the, again, bring it outside so we can see it well. And the batteries on these, I love these lights. I got so many. I got their spotlight, searchlight. I got their laser light. Maybe I'll show you that in a second because their laser light is second to none. So not bad to have inside. But again, these are going to be outside. All right, almost dark enough. Okay, my daughter just opened the door and she says, "What are you doing? What did you call that again?"
A birdhouse.
Is that a birdhouse? It's a light. But you know what? Birds might go in it actually and form a nest. Oh my God, my daughter's funny. Is that a birdhouse? If birds go up in there, they are going to definitely tip that thing over, and watch out below. All right. I just had to share that because she just came outside and said that. Too funny. Okay, as we're waiting for it to get dark, this is my laser light from Phoenix, just for fun. Check it out. That's like 6 houses up the street. And watch this, like up on the tree. Look at that house. That's a laser light. So that's like very tight. It doesn't disperse out. Look how far that goes. And that's with it being dusk. Sun's down. It's definitely dusk. It's not fully dark yet. There's my the Menace right here, right? But look, that's pretty far. And that house is very far that we're lighting up. Or let's do this. A little bit of a mountain back there. Look at that. All the way back onto the mountain, that you can see that light up. Tree ahead of it. But you can kind of see that tight beam, right? Look at that beam. Pretty phenomenal. Laser light, definitely fun toy and functional if you need to really hone in and see at a great distance. All right, we're almost ready. Okay, so it's dark enough to start showing you because maybe we'll show in different phases. It's dusk out. Again, it is darker than what the camera is showing. Samsung Ultra 24 is a pretty darn good camera. With my naked eye, it is darker. When I look at my screen, I see more. But here's the Devos app. So pretty cool. Searching for my light. There it is. And I can power it on. Voila. Do you see that light up all of a sudden? Check it out. So it is lit up, and I don't even have it at full lighting, but just to share with you, I can kind of choose which sides to turn off, right? So that is, yeah, furthest away from us right now. So I guess I can hold it like that, right? That's the furthest away. So you can save on power if you don't need all 4 corners. I can do kind of like 180, like so, or add light to the back and to the front. So when people have come here at nighttime, look how it's lit up this whole area, right? There's no, my phone is not in night mode or anything. It's just normal filming, and it lights up that whole area. Nice. You know, my cars are bunched up together, but that light disperses out even more than that. What's also cool is we have some options here. We can go amber. So get more of a, you know, if there's bugs, if you're somewhere up north, northeast, a lot of bugs. We don't really get bugs here in California, so we can go white light, but you can go with the yellow light to reduce that, or you can even go with a red light. So those 3 options are not available on that silent night or on a light. So look how dark it has become now. So it's not quite nighttime yet, but there's the light on. There is full power, and that is producing a lot of light. So I dig it. So yeah, my camera stopped filming there for a second, if you can tell by that non-edit. Now the silent light, I can't get it powered up in that while it got a little darker here. So pretty odd. Technical difficulties, I'm sorry, but really I wanted to show you that the 2000 watts is the same, just one pole goes higher, which I think is a little bit more detrimental to safety because of that sharp light. And these lights are the same price, but you know, with the Devos, you get an app, you can go yellow, you can go red, you can dim it. It powers itself, so it's got a battery that you can power up, whereas the silent light, you need to power it yourself. And you know, Devos is making its own tripod pole, where Silent Night just is hiring another company to supply the pole, so you're paying for that. So same price, they're both in the 250 range, and I gotta say, as far as packaging and transporting it, putting it in that little bag there, that brown sleeve bag, they also have a higher end black bag. That's just easy to transport and bring around. That pizza bag is because that thing is just so big. So I don't know. I think as far as safety, I always was concerned before I got the Devos. I was always concerned about that silent night. And now I'm concerned why it's not powering up. I tested it on my car battery. I tested it on the jackery there, on the tailgate, and something's wrong. So I will post a follow-up video, maybe find some other light companies and do some more comparisons to see if Devos is the best out there. But so far, it is my new choice light, and you know, I won't get sued for having my light go into someone's skull if it falls at the campsite. And that 15 feet, that's really high, you know. If you're 6'5", you're still below that 9 foot, you know, so you're working like this, you know, versus, let's turn this one on. Remember this good old light? Whoop, I put my Devos on yellow so we can see this one light up. So pretty cool, but the problem is it's not above us, it's to the side, and you know, when it goes into your face, not fun. So that's why I think this has its function for something, but I think that hang on, there we go, just wanted to turn it off. I think the whole app where you can control all this stuff is pretty bomb, and 9 feet is all you really want to have it go up. The higher you go, the farther it will fall and bonk someone on the head, but at least with the soft edges, it's not going in their skull. So this one's got my thumbs up. I'm going to put a link in the video below. You can save 10% with CTL10 is the code. So whenever I get a product that I use myself that I like, I talk to the company and I say, hey, if I post a video, will you give a discount to my followers? And Devos said yes. So CTL10 to get 10% off, and you can enjoy this pretty awesome light at the campsite. If you want the silent night, back in the day, I do have a code for that as well. Just shoot me a DM if you want to get the silent light instead of the Devos. But I think that Devos is pretty bomb diggity. Even if they have any specials or sales, Christmas time, Black Friday, still put the CTL10. It's going to give you that savings over and above whatever special price they have. So it's in addition to. But these don't go on sale very often. But look how that lights up. I love it. So thanks for tuning in. I'll try to fix that silent light for my next video, see what happened to it. And as always, happy trails. All right, thanks. Bye for now.